for 1 week I kept running into them, and then they took a different Camino route. So.
Oh, really?
There's like one route that starts in the Norte, and then it's called the Primitivo, and it goes into the mountains so it diverts inland through mountains, whereas I stayed on the Del Norte, which I stayed on the coast until I had to go south into Camino de Santiago.
Is Santiago a party?
Yeah, it's Santiago de Compostela. It's kind of chaotic. It's like really crowded.
Crowded full of locals or finishers?
Finishers, and then just like it's a popular tourist city too. I didn't really love it. I kind of got there after like being solo and really quiet, going in, it was amazing to walk in to the cathedral and be like, I did it.
That's the spot. That's the...
Yeah. That's what but then after that, it was like, I felt like a little overwhelmed with the amount of people.
Yeah, I bet, especially for like seeing almost nobody or rarely to suddenly being overwhelmed.
Right. Yeah, actually, in the last 100 kilometers of the Camino, so you have to walk the whole time you're walking. You have something called the little. It's like a little passport. There's a word for it, and I'm forgetting it right now. But you're getting stamps along the way to prove that you're doing this. So you're all the little bars that you're stopping at, all the little albergues, everything. So you get a stamp. And
like
so
a Facebook check-in? Yeah. Or whatever?
But it's like a stamp on it, and it looks like a passport.
Hey, cool.
And so you have it as this thing. But for the last 100 kilometers, you really have to have the stamps. You have to have 2 stamps a day to prove that you were like walking it, that you were doing the
You have
steps.
to stop in to get it.
Yeah.
Who do you prove it? What do you mean? Who do you prove it to?
So then at the end, you go in Santiago, you go to get your like certificate to say you finished it. If you want that, I did it because it was there and it was free. But you have to show them the passport, and then you can say like I started here, and then they'll write like where you started and your finish date. But it's the last 100 kilometers are what you need to prove you did if you want to get that certificate. So I did 800 some kilometers. It didn't matter that I did that for the certificate. But at the end, it gets a lot more crowded with people. So for those last 100, there were a lot of people, even on the Del Norte.
Do they all converge at that point for the last?
Yeah, you converge in the last 2 or 3 days, I felt like, which was really weird to have there was like some parts where it was like a crowded, like a traffic jam of pilgrims.
Weird.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Isn't it weird how you get used to a certain like amount of people or whatever, language or like, and then suddenly you're like right back, and like within a month it sounds like where you're like, oh shit, I can't handle people right now.
Yeah, and I'm not like generally bothered by it, but I was just so used to being kind of really quiet and solo and yeah.
Where you been and where you going? This is Ari's travel show, yeah. We're gonna go on a journey today and see what there's to see in this big world. We're exploring different places, seeing all different types of faces. We're gonna talk about travel today. It's UB Trip.